So we've part investigated this location before. That's the reason we come back. But some of the things we captured, we did not expect and cannot explain. The memories of this investigation will stay with us for a long time. Over half of the world's population claim to have seen a ghost. We spend our lives studying the unexplained.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Travelling to the most haunted locations around, we have unearthed terrifying secrets and witnessed horrifying events, leading us to question what really happens after we die.
Get out!
If there is a spirit world connected to our own, using the latest technology, we believe that bridge can be documented, measured, and explained. We are the Paranormal Detectives. Join us in seeking the truth.
So, been given access to this cellar quite recently. It's located underneath my tattoo studio and the shop next to it. We are setting it up at the moment as a gaming space and a paranormal location. Because of the age and history there is to this building, we believe the cellar is older than the building above, because there is an old stone bath that would have been from bathhouses from centuries back. There's a lovely old clay oven that would have been a bread oven when it was used as a workhouse in the early 1800s, before it was converted into shops above in kind of the later 1800s. Around about 1890 it got turned into general stores. You do get odd bumps and cranks down here. My shop, I know, is haunted by at least 3 spirits. I wouldn't be surprised if the same spirits resided down here as well.
There are 3 spirits that I'm aware of that are regular visitors to this shop. You have a middle-aged woman named Rita who likes to play tricks on people. She likes to move things. She's more of a kind of poltergeist than anything else. You've got a small boy called Henry who's around 10 years old. And recently I've had quite a few clients that have seen his face appear and him just disappear as fast as he appears. And there's also a more regular and more recent spirit that's not human.
Okay.
It's a dog.
Okay.
Because this place, going back kind of 15 years ago, was a dog groomer's. And what made the dog groomer quit was she had a dog die on her, and that dog has never left the building.
So, I hope that the guys find some interesting stuff down here tonight.
Right, so here we are in the basement under Awesome Sauce in Shifnal. Going to be the first people to investigate this, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Which is exciting.
Quite privileged to be here, to be honest. It's quite a creepy cellar, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's got quite a bit of history as well, since the front. You've got the old bath here from when it was a bathhouse, which, I don't know about you, mate, I wouldn't fancy taking a bath in there, would you?
Not particularly, no.
Well, look at that. Can you imagine how long the water would stay warm for?
Well, yeah.
About 30 seconds.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't really fancy that. It's
And then if you go through here, this is the part that genuinely really interests me, if I'm honest. There's you got the old bread oven, and in that bread oven around here obviously shows they were baking. That's from the early 1800s, so they were baking. And then you've got what looks like a tunnel. It's bricked up now, but would have gone to
out towards the road.
It's out towards the building across the road is the oldest building in Shifnal.
Right.
I believe they'd have owned all of this.
Yeah.
So obviously the servants under here would have been cooking, baking bread, taking it over the road. The other thing that wouldn't surprise me if this was used for is obviously during the Reformation and all that, with the priests hiding. I wonder if it was like a priest run.
What, that tunnel there?
Yeah,
sort of thing, yeah, possibly.
Possibly it'd have been a priest run from there to here sort of thing.
Yeah. A lot of the tunnels were used for that, weren't they? So.
Sort of vibes you picking up in here?
It just feels a bit weird, doesn't it? Because I just remember the first time we come, and obviously we had the shop above the first time. We had some fairly interesting activity, didn't we, that night?
Yeah.
We had some. It was the sound of the dog that really kind of spooked me, and obviously Franz mentioned there's meant to be 3 ghosts in this shop.
Yeah.
So I think she said as well that she's pretty sure it could actually also haunt. But yeah, they could also haunt down here as well. So hopefully tonight that's what we'll try and find out. So when we first walked in, I felt a little bit weird at first. It felt a bit unusual down here. And I think I was thinking back to last time being in the shop above, where we did experience a lot of strange phenomena, including the sound of the whining dog, which really stood with me the most.
Are you righteous? Sound like a dog to you?
Fuck off, mate. That was
Mate,
fucking,
that sounded like a dog squeaking.
That was a fucking dog.
Mate, look at what I've got goosebumps.
I've got fucking goosebumps as well.
Mate, that was a fucking dog squeaking. And again. Yeah, I'm getting a really sort of... Oh, God, mate, like a lonely vibe down here. That sounds silly, but a basement, but it's sort of like...
Well, how many people do you think would have been down here? Like, it was meant to be the workhouse.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a workhouse or if this was like where the servants would have stayed or...
Right.
Those old bread ovens go like way back there.
I was going to say, it looks massive, that does.
I don't want to be morbid, but I have heard stories in the past where they've actually used bread ovens and stuff like that to get rid of human remains.
Really?
Yeah, which I know is, I'm not saying that's happened here, but...
I've not heard that before. That's a bit grim, though.
Yeah, particularly in London.
Oh, right.
I'm doing a lot of research into some of London's
bread ovens.
stories. And some of them are pretty rough, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So should we start off over here doing some EVPs? Do you want to go grab an EVP device? When we first started our investigation here, we decided to do an EVP session. Brian went to get some equipment out of the bags. I could hear him singing as he went, but I also heard something really peculiar next to me. It set the scene for the rest of the night. Was that you?
What's that?
Did you just growl?
I didn't growl, but I was singing.
Mate, something just went, "Urgh," just like that.
For real?
For real, the camera would definitely have picked that up. You sure that wasn't you?
No, I was just like
'Cause
singing. I was like humming.
Well, I heard you singing,
Yeah.
and then I heard like a, "Urgh," literally just like
I
that.
didn't hear anything, to be honest. I'm going to let you do the EVPs, mate.
Right, we need to check that one back. I swear to God, that was really loud. Right, so I'll whack this in the bread oven,
Yeah.
just in case he pick up anything.
Try and interact. Excellent.
I'm gonna run some EVPs. That's flat.
Really? There should be two, shouldn't there?
Have a quick look, yeah. I thought the one was broke.
There we go. Try that.
This one just keeps trying to turn on.
Just do some calling out if it don't work.
Well, that is properly weird. We've got two EVP devices, both of them don't work.
So we thought we'd start the investigation by starting with some EVP sessions. It just has so happened that when we started to actually commence the session, the EVP devices had both stopped working for some unknown reason there. Everything was fully charged before we started the investigation, so for these to just malfunction, we're not sure why or how that happened. But obviously we had to then come up with a different plan. So we thought we'd just do some open calling out, and we started with some knocking as well. So knock once and knock twice for certain answers. We actually did get some responses, and what happened then was actually quite breathtaking.
If there's anybody here with us, can you please come into this room? Please come and put your hand into the bread oven. Take some bread out. You'll hear that noise. So yeah, come in the bread oven and touch this. Make some noise. Show us that you're here. I've already heard what I thought was a growl. Can you do that again?
If it was you that made that noise, there's lots of different microphones in the room that you can whisper that into again or growl into to show us that you're here. I'd really appreciate it if you could do that. What did it sound like again?
It was literally like I sat here and I could hear you singing. It's like something went literally right on my right hand side. Imagine if something just walked through where that archway used to be.
That would be good. If there is anyone down here today with us, we're going to introduce ourselves. My name is Brian.
I'm Nathan.
We're both here to look for evidence of life after death. If there is such a thing, can you let us know, please, somehow?
I heard something then as well.
That might have been me because I was licking my lips.
Oh.
I don't know if it sounded like that anyway.
It sounded like a very high-pitched bird whistle. Like...
Okay, it wasn't me then in that case. I did lick my lips at the same time, so if you heard that then I didn't hear a whistle. Heard a tap to my left.
To your left?
Hold on. Yeah.
It's going to sound really weird. I just got a feeling like someone just walked in.
Did you?
You know, if you're in a room, you got like, I don't want to say sixth sense, but you know, you feel like somebody's just walked in the room.
Yeah.
That literally felt like someone walked in there.
If that was you, thank you very much. I heard a little tap. Nathan feels like there's somebody with us now. If that was you, please do continue to let us know of your presence. We're here to communicate with you today.
How are you feeling?
I felt okay. I still feel okay generally, but I feel the noise is a bit weird, isn't it? And what you said is a bit strange.
To be fair, we haven't been here very long.
Yeah.
And I'm convinced I've heard a growl.
Yeah.
I've heard what sounded like a very high-pitched whistle, which, in all fairness, perhaps maybe there's a breeze through here somewhere.
I can't see. Wow.
I can't see how beyond the ground, but
I suppose we can't rule it out.
Especially in this section, but... And then that feeling then, it literally, when you said you felt like a tap, it felt like someone had just walked through the middle of here. I can't... Just like a feeling, you know, when someone walks into a room, just felt like that.
We've introduced ourselves. Can you tell us what your name is, please? Can you maybe whisper that to us? Again, my name's Brian. I'm here with Nathan. What's your name, please?
I'm going to make some knocks on the table. If there's anyone here, I want you to repeat the knocking. Try and repeat that for us. So it's touching your leg.
Something's touching your leg.
I felt like something was touching my thigh then.
Look at you. If there is anyone here, can you go inside where the bread oven is, please? There's a red light in there. all you need to do for us, if you are here, could you just go and touch that red light?
It's like this.
It'll just make a noise. That just lets us know that you're here. Doesn't harm you in any way. It can't hurt you, in fact. If you do that for us, we'll know that you're here. We'll be really grateful.
I heard a thump then.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where?
Over by you.
Oh, okay. What, left or right? What?
I heard another thump then. Exactly the same sound. And just before I heard the thump, I heard that sort of noise. But it's coming from this side. The thumps are coming from one of them chairs by you. It was like a...
So that wouldn't have been my breath or anything, that noise, no?
No. The thud's definitely not, but I'm pretty sure the other noise came from my right. But if they were thuds, perhaps that's trying to copy what I was doing. In which case, maybe that's a good way to try and communicate.
Okay. Try again.
Right. We want you to answer by knocking. Can you please knock once loudly for us to let us know you're here? Just knock once, like that, to let us know you're here. Do you hear that?
I did hear that one.
There you go, that's one knock.
That's
That come up from over by you again. That was over by you again.
Thank you so much if that was you.
Which,
Definitely did sound like it.
yeah, there's nobody in the shop above, it's completely empty. This side, completely. Right, I'm going to ask you another question. Are you male or female? If you are female, knock once. If you are male, knock twice. Once for female, twice for male. It stopped.
I didn't catch the other knocks, but I heard the last one.
That last one you heard is exactly the same sound as the others.
That was you, wasn't it?
It come from the chair I'm sat on, didn't move. I think it's probably a creaky chair.
Yeah.
That wasn't me. There was two knocks then. Did you hear them?
I thought I heard...
It went do. That wasn't me. There was two knocks then. Did you hear them?
I thought I heard...
It went do.
See, I thought I heard something different to that.
It was literally, we're talking about my chair and it went do, but it sounded like it come from here that time.
I actually thought I heard a growl.
Really?
Yeah. I was about to say.
I heard literally two knocks. I sat here, you were said about the chair and then I heard do. Like, deep knocks.
So a male then, potentially. If we're going by the same...
Can you please repeat that? If you're a male, knock twice.
Loud and clear for us if you can, please. It'll help us know.
That sounded like three knocks to me then. If I'm honest.
Very faint.
Yeah, very faint. If you're a male, knock twice. I heard like three knocks again.
I think it was more than... that sounded like footsteps. Like on stone.
Like in here.
Like that.
Like something's in here and stamping.
I don't know where it come from. It sounded like towards the actual door to me. I'm just going to go and have a quick look. I'm probably not going to get anything, but like I'm going to go to where I thought I heard it. It's just like in the actual main entranceway. So somewhere here, I thought I just heard the tap in almost of footsteps. So if you were here tapping, can you copy this for me?
No, Brian's only in the room next to me. Like a really, really creepy feeling in here. That growl's really unnerved me.
It's difficult to say for sure because I thought I heard it by like where the front door is of the cellar, but nothing when I went there and I asked for it again. So
I'm going to move the REM pod to here. So I keep getting a feeling like something's
like on the doorway.
through. Keep getting a feeling like something's coming through the archway.
This one here, the main.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, with that there.
There's a red light on the floor. If you can see that red light, it won't hurt you in any way, shape or form. It's simply a method of communication. As we showed you earlier, if you could just go up to that.
Another thud. This time I'd say it's actually from behind me.
Really?
Yeah.
What, as in the oven? Or the...
literally the wall behind me. I'm assuming this is male. I'm sure I heard them 2 thuds before. And since then it's definitely been thudding more than once, so I'm assuming this is a male spirit. Are you a child or an adult? If you're a child, knock once. If you're an adult, knock twice.
I thought I heard one knock.
I thought I heard one knock. I thought I heard one knock.
I don't know if I weren't sure if it was your table or chair.
Exactly the same. To me it sounded like it come from the table about here, which I'm not sure if it's my arm, but then my arm doing that doesn't make any knocks, look.
No, you can just...
Unless I'm really vigorous, so...
We're very sceptical people, we do believe, but we are very sceptical, so I do apologise to ask this. But we think we heard one knock then. So can we ask again, please, if you are a spirit of a child, can you knock once? And if you are a spirit of an adult, can you knock twice, please?
I say something weird now. I've just thought back to our original investigation here.
Okay.
Remember when Fran showed us the door moving? Video of the door moving?
Yeah.
And we thought we heard like tapping on the door?
Yeah.
Now that sound to me was like a dog's tail wagging and hitting the door. Now you know the numerous thuds we're hearing?
Yeah.
Where it sounded like more than one. Could that potentially be the same thing?
It's a possibility, isn't it?
Also the growl?
Maybe. Should we get the... I know it's not like specifically a dog toy. Last time we actually went and bought a dog toy, didn't we? We haven't done that today, and the shop's appear closed. Shall I go and grab the cat balls? I know it's just a little something to...
Yeah, pop the cat balls down by the entrance down there.
I'll go and grab them.
And I'll flip this to SLS and run some SLS.
Yeah, can do. Nice.
You whack them down by that main archway. We've got the REM pod in front of that one.
So one there.
Right, put one there, and then put one in front of the other one.
And if I get it, so it's on a groove there, they ain't going to move. And then the other one here, sorry, or...
Maybe on top of the steps. There's something noisy there.
Yeah, it could do actually,
As
yeah.
long as it's safe on there,
Yeah, it's a bit damp like, but... oh shit, there's here.
Once when they stop going off, I'm going to flip this to SLS.
Right, it's all good. They've stopped going off.
Right, I'm running SLS now. So there you go, you can see it's picking you up. Yeah, lovely.
Okay.
If there's anyone here, can play with one of the things we put on the floor. Come and touch the red lights or touch one of the balls on the floor.
So the balls on the floor, they, again, will not hurt you. They will just simply light up. They don't make a sound. So if anyone's here, if it's a child, or potentially not even human, can you move the balls to light them up for us, please? Can play with the ball. Does that pick something up?
Let's just pick something up. I think...
As I said that as well.
No, in all fairness, I think it's actually a tripod, camera tripod.
Oh.
It tried to pick up.
Yeah, it will be, won't it? Because it'll pick up the legs.
Other than that, nothing. So I'm surprised, because often it maps off brickwork and stuff, but...
Hmm.
I don't know what to do. Run the SLS a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, okay, straight away.
What? You got to think out there.
I thought it picked something up on the sofa chair. Which
Yeah.
surprises me. I think it tried to map the other chair, which doesn't surprise me. But
Okay.
picking something up on that sofa chair. It's flicking on and off. I can't work out what it is. And it's picking something up. Wow, okay, there's something in front of this table.
What's it look like?
Looked like something was dancing. And then it's just moved out here.
Is it?
It seemed to start on the chair, move to the middle of the table, and come out and then go across there. I think that time it was trying to map off the chair. They're saying that, it looks like somebody sat on a chair.
That doesn't make any sense, though, does it?
It doesn't look very big, it looks like a child sat on a chair.
Whilst you're doing that.
Actually saying that, when I map from this side it comes up,
Yeah.
and when I map from this side it goes away. I think it's the strokes on the chair that's picking up,
Oh, is it?
I think. Yeah, if it's picking up that tripod as well.
Whilst you're doing that, I'm just going to call out. Right, Nathan's doing SLS now. So I'm going to sit here on my own. If anyone wants to communicate, now's your opportunity. Don't mean any harm. I'd like to hear the growl that Nathan heard earlier. So is that something you can do for me now? I heard a really weird noise then.
What like?
It was like footsteps, but it was like as a heartbeat. It was dun dun dun
That's
dun dun dun.
You know that knocking I've been hearing?
Oh, but it was like continuous.
That's the
It
sort of heartbeat.
It was continuous, so it was
So was the knocking.
almost like someone skipping or someone... Are you not happy that we're both down here tonight? Is that why you made the growl? Is that something you don't want us here? Or is that a sign of you not wanting us here? If it is, can you move one of the lights? One of the balls on the floor, it'll light up, or touch the red light for me.
I heard one thud then again.
I heard one loud thud.
Yeah,
We know we want to do a Ouija board in a bit. Have you got any objections to us contacting you with a Ouija board? It seems to gather up a lot of negative energy.
Try Pendulum.
I just heard a tapping as I said that.
Really?
And yes. Yes to the pendulum idea.
What did it tap to?
Well, I'm not saying it tapped to it, but when I said about the Ouija board, I had like something over here.
That's interesting.
Just made me go a bit cold, that. But I think that's probably because it took me by surprise.
So as always with the pendulum, if there's anybody here, can you spin the pendulum in the direction that will signify, that will mean and answer yes for me, please. Move it in a way that shows the answer yes.
If anything, it looks like it's stopping.
Yeah, doesn't it?
It looks like it was sort of going side to side, but it's just stopped.
Please move it in a way to answer yes for me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and the way that you move the pendulum will depend on how you answer. So I need you to show me what your answer for yes is going to look like on the pendulum. It's time to move. Very slowly. Circling. Anti-clockwise.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, very slowly circling anti-clockwise. Thank you. Can you please show me what your answer for no will look like? Move the pendulum to answer no for me, so I know what no will look like. Let's go clockwise.
Very, very sudden move.
Always amazes me that.
How it changes.
Because even if it was the motion effect and I was moving, the chances of me moving to do that, you know what I mean? I suppose it could be subconscious, but it just, I don't know, feels weird. Let me try and stop it for a second. Right. I want you to answer yes or no for me. Are you a male spirit? Let's move into anti-clockwise, that's yes. Yeah, that's moved quite convincingly to anti-clockwise. Are you a child spirit? So that's getting stronger.
So far, this is what we've had already, isn't it, with knocking?
Yeah, and Fran said that there's a child here. She picks up on a child here. Did you work down here? Let's see, yes. Did you work in the bakery? Well, that stopped. That's going the other way around. That's a big no.
I saw that change.
That changed very quickly. Did you work in a bathhouse? Yes. That's changed again to yes. Could be stupid. What sort of jobs would have been in a bathhouse?
At this,
In the bath. So I don't really know what.
yeah, at this moment in time, can't really say our knowledge is that good at bathhouses, right?
Did you die happy, spirit?
I was going to ask a silly question, then.
Saying yes. Died happy.
I was going to ask if you died in the bath.
Did you drown, spirit? Did water kill you? Right on the cue, got the sound of the plumbing.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced of that one. It's sort of moved to yes, but I'm not sure. Did you drown, spirit?
Is that a no?
Did you drown, spirit? No, it's changed to no. Yeah, it's changed to no. So I had a feeling because it was going in the yes direction, but you can feel when it tugs. It didn't tug, which made me think it was just still going from the last question.
Okay.
That's changed to no. So, did you die of illness, spirit? It's a yes.
Died of illness, but died happy.
Could have been happy in its life. And
Did Fran say how old this was down here?
early 1800s, she thinks. Or the ovens were at least.
Yeah.
Possibly older.
Yeah, it could be, couldn't it?
They're like TB and yellow fever and cholera. Did you die of any of the illnesses we've just mentioned, spirit?
Would it even know? Would the disease have been known at the time, and would it have been called something like that?
It's not really moving. Did you die in this building, spirit? No. That's a definite no.
So just worked here.
Did you live in this building, spirit? Yes. That's a clear yes. So
lived in here and
you
was
got a
happy.
little boy who was happy, said he worked in the bathhouse and lived here. Does that mean like his family run the bathhouse, or does that mean he lived here as like a work? You know, I used to live in like the workhouses and stuff. Just picture a little Victorian boy in like a little flat cap running through here.
Yeah.
I know that sounds silly, but you just get that image of, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like Victorian sort of shorts and stereotypical, maybe.
Yeah, you can.
Are you happy that we're here, spirit? Is it you that growled at us? Do you see that change then?
And that leads into my next question that I've thought of.
So, no.
Is there anyone else down here?
Is there another spirit down here with us, other than the young child? That's ticking back and forth now. It's not doing yes or no. Oh no, it's gone to yes.
That, to me, that ticking is like a signal that it's changing. Is
there somebody down here who doesn't want us down here? Is Is there a spirit in here that doesn't want us in here? Yes. Is this a bad spirit? Stopped altogether. It's weird. It's like the ball's shaking on the end. Like.
I can see it, I think. So we're not alone. Well, the boy's not alone. There's somebody else.
We decided to end the investigation on a Ouija board session. We set all the cameras up facing us, got our hands on the planchette ready to go, when something happened that totally startled me. To this day, I'm not sure whether what I saw was real or not, but if it was, then it's real proof of life after death.
Alright, so here we are in the cellar, and we're going to use the Ouija board now, as we spoke earlier and mentioned earlier. Seemed that when we mentioned this a few times earlier, we heard a few noises, so maybe you're not too happy that we're going to use this Ouija board, I'm not sure. But if so, and if you do have any messages for us, we would like you to use the planchette on the board to spell out any messages, please. So for anyone that doesn't know how the Ouija board works, you need to move the circle of the planchette over the letter that you would like to spell. Obviously we have yes and no on the board as well, and we have numbers at the bottom. So the fingers on the board, what we're going to ask first is there a spirit present with us? Please move the planchette to signify an answer if there is. Give it another minute or so, just to see. Sorry.
Always like it says use with caution.
Mm-hmm.
We literally do the opposite.
Pretty much, yeah. Although we when we first started using it, we would use it with caution, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
But I think as we've done more and more investigating,
I think we just try and push the boundaries in general, don't we?
it's all an experiment, isn't it? Our job is to...
What was that?
What did you hear? We'll see.
It literally sounded like something echoed in the bath, I'd say.
Oh, really?
There was a knock and it echoed, I would say, from around about the bath.
Was that you that made the noise then, that Nathan just heard? If it was, can you move this planchette on the board for us? Our job is to find proof of the afterlife, life after death. And this is one tool that you can use to talk to us.
That was knocking. Is that chair rocking?
Shouldn't be. Which one?
Hang on, I'm going to move this camera that's on the planchette because
I'm going to say it's got nothing to rock.
I actually think that wooden chair over there was rocking.
Just heard it. You can't know because it's flat.
Right, that was rocking. I'm convinced that was rocking. We didn't have a bleeding camera on it.
Can you make that noise again for us, or make the chair move if that was you?
Which is interesting because that's the chair that I kept getting the figure on.
What,
I
the
was doing
wooden
it
one?
there when I was doing the SLS.
Was it?
And I thought it was just the back of the chair. Maybe it was something on the chair.
I'll tell you what. Let's,
I heard it and I looked and I thought, I'm sure that's rocking.
Right.
But I wasn't 100% sure. Because obviously the distance and being dark. But I'm convinced that chair was rocking me.
Well, we're going to try something then. So I don't believe that the chair was rocking, so I'm not going to look at it now. So we're not going to look at it because I don't think it happened. So if it did happen, you can do it again for us, please. But I don't think it's going to happen. What do you reckon, Nath?
We'll see.
Nah, I don't think it's going to do it. Are you powerful enough to do it? It'll take some...
So we've had absolutely nothing on the Ouija board so far, but we've had what sounded like an echo in the bath, and I'm convinced that chair was rocking. Convinced of it.
Spirit that we were talking to earlier, can you spell out your name for us, please, on this board? We've brought the REM pod, the little red light on the table with us. Again, that's there for you to touch if you would like to. If you don't want to spell anything out, you can always touch that red light. Or can you make your presence known in any other way if you don't wish to do it through this board? Can you give us a very clear signal that you're here? So in closing, we've now been here twice. It is a relatively small location. However, we have had activity on both occasions that we've been here. From the very first time where we did the shop and we heard the whining of the dog and also heard some tapping on the door, to this time where we've heard tapping on the walls, in the bread oven, and also some other strange noises in and around the cellar itself.
So our night under the cellars at Awesome Source was interesting. For such a small location, we caught a lot of evidence. We heard growls, knocking, got some intelligent responses on the pendulum, and even had potential poltergeist activity. I would recommend anybody come here and spend the night.